Welcome to Nationalist Hub News Analysis. For 8 years, Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao kept mum when he was asked about celebrating the Hyderabad Liberation Day, which falls on the 17th of September. For someone who claims to be the leader who made Telangana state possible, KCR, as he is known, simply forgot about what happened in the days leading up to Operation Polo, the code name for the Indian Army operation to liberate the Hyderabad state. It's not surprising why KCR wants to keep away from something like celebrating the surrender of the Hyderabad state forces that will not be seen in favorable light by his Muslim vote bank. What is surprising is the way KCR capitulated hours after it was announced that BJP had persuaded the union government to officially mark the Hyderabad Liberation Day. No sooner it was announced that Union Home Minister Amit Shah would be the chief guest at the Hyderabad Liberation Day celebrations, KCR announced that his government too would mark the day as Hyderabad Integration Day. Not to be left behind, Asaduddin Owaisi, the MIM Supremo, claimed that it was he who told KCR to hold the celebrations, to which the CM agreed in just an hour. This rapid capitulation to MIM's demand lends credence to the fact that MIM's claim that it runs the government of Telangana and not KCR. Akbaruddin Owaisi's famous claim that every government, from Congress to Telugu Desam to TRS, bows before the diktats of MIM, was solidified by KCR's decision to call it integration and not liberation. An Indian Army operation that saw the Indian Army decimate the ragtag Razakars of Kazim Rizvi in just 3 days can never be called integration. The Nizam of Hyderabad announced the surrender of the Hyderabad state forces on the 17th of September 1948. Next day, Major General J. N. Chowdhury accepted the surrender of the Hyderabad state forces from Major General L. Edrus in a military ceremony held at the parade grounds in Secunderabad. Call it a coincidence or what? The 18th of September event is being anchored by the Ministry of Culture. Government of India will be held at the same location where the surrender took place, the parade grounds in Secunderabad. Chief Ministers of Maharashtra, Karnataka, as well as the Chief Minister of Telangana have been invited for the ceremony, which will mark the start of a year-long celebrations in Telangana, Maharashtra and Karnataka. KCR for sure will skip the celebrations being organized by the Government of India and instead will organize his own event. To understand KCR's predicament better, let us go back into history. In 1947, India gained independence and Pakistan came into existence. The British left the local rulers of the princely states the choice of whether to join one or the other or to remain independent. On 11th June 1947, the Nizam of Hyderabad issued a declaration to the effect that he had decided not to participate in the Constituent Assembly of either Pakistan or India. Having managed to get 562 princely states to sign up the accession documents to merge with India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel had 3 rogue princely states to deal with: Junagadh, Kashmir and of course Hyderabad. Well, Raja Hari Singh of Kashmir agreed to merge his kingdom with India. The Nawab of Junagadh wanted to join Pakistan. However, Sardar Patel would have none of it and cut off the supplies of fuel and coal to Junagadh, severed the air and postal links and sent the Indian Army to the frontier. On 26 October 1947, the Nawab of Junagadh and his family fled to Pakistan, following clashes between the Junagadhi and Indian troops. On 7th November, the Diwan of Junagadh, Sir Shah Nawaz Bhutto, the father of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, decided to invite Government of India to intervene in Junagadh. Junagadh voted to join India in a plebiscite held on 20th February 1948. It was part of Saurashtra state then and later in the Bombay state. In 1960, as a consequence of the Maha-Gujarat movement, it became a part of the newly formed Gujarat state. That was the story of Junagadh. On the other hand, Hyderabad state was ruled from 1724 to 1857 by the Nizams, who was initially a viceroy of the Mughal Empire in Deccan. Hyderabad gradually became the first princely state to come under the British paramountcy, signing a subsidiary alliance agreement. During the British rule in 1901, the state was the wealthiest princely state in India. The Asafjahi dynasty and later itself declared an independent monarchy in the final years of the British Raj. Areas like Aurangabad, Jalna, Latur, Usmanabad in Maharashtra, Bidar, Gulbarg, Raichur, Bellary and many other areas of Karnataka and Maharashtra were a part of the Hyderabad state under the Nizam's dominion. After the partition of India, Hyderabad signed a standstill agreement with the new dominion of India, continuing all previous arrangements except for the stationing of Indian troops in the state of Hyderabad. The Nizam, who decided not to merge a state with the Indian Union, tried his best to stay neutral or in the worst case scenario, merge with Pakistan. For India, having an independent entity in the middle of the country was not just a geographical aberration, but a huge security threat. It was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the then Deputy Prime Minister and Union Home Minister, who outrightly rejected the preposterous idea of the Nizam of Hyderabad. However, the Nizam was not ruling a state that is predominantly Hindu population. India insisted that a great majority of the residents wanted to join India. The Nizam was in a weak position as his army numbered only about 24,000 men, most of whom of only 6,000 were fully equipped or trained. At 4 a.m. on 13th of September 1948, the campaign to liberate Hyderabad was ordered by Sardar Patel. Codenamed Operation Polo by the Indian Army, the army troops invaded Hyderabad from all points, Solapur, Vijayawada and Madras. At 5 p.m. on 17th of September, the Nizam's army surrendered. Major General J.N. Chowdhury of the Indian Army accepted the surrender of the Hyderabad state forces from Major General L. Edrus. After the annexation into the Indian Union, Major General J.N. Chowdhury, who led Operation Polo, stayed on as a military governor till December 1949. He later went on to become the chief of the Indian Army. The government of Hyderabad resigned and military governors and chief ministers were appointed by the Nizam at Hyderabad at India's direction. On 26 January 1950, India formally incorporated the state of Hyderabad into the Union of India and ended the rule of the Nizams. After the incorporation of Hyderabad state into India, M.K. Velodi was appointed as the chief minister of the state and Mir Usman Ali Khan, the Nizam, became the Raj Pramukh on 20th January 1950 when India became a republic. In the 1952 Legislative Assembly election, Dr. Burugula Ramakrishna Rao was elected as the Chief Minister of Hyderabad state. Now, let's cut back to the present. Why was KCR, who chided the then Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Y.S. Rajshekhar Reddy's decision of not celebrating September 17th as Hyderabad Liberation Day, became unusually quiet when he took over the CM of the newly formed state of Telangana? The reason was obvious. KCR did not want to upset the Muslim vote bank, who he felt was still not happy with Sardar Patel's decision to send in the Indian Army. TRS had a tacit understanding with MIM to transfer votes in the old city of Hyderabad and the other way in places like Nizamabad, all to ensure that BJP does not get to win a seat in the state. Despite this fixed match, Raja Singh managed to win from Gosha Mahal in the old city of Hyderabad. KCR, who despite his dipping popularity in Telangana, now aspires for a national role, a strategy being formulated by Prashant Kishore. In the process, KCR will end up losing both the state and his dreams of unseating Narendra Modi. KCR has a lot to learn from history. What happened to Chandrababu Naidu in 2019 can be a pointer of this, and that will befall KCR in 2023 assembly elections and also in the 2024 Lok Sabha election. Keep watching Nationalist Hub. Jai Hind.